We are green on the board and we're green here. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MMS Formula 1 Season 3 Round 10, the 37th race overall in the MMS Formula 1 world. We are here at the very peculiar circuit because it is the 1976 layout of the famous Kyalami circuit located near Johannesburg in South Africa. The track that is pretty much a classic, literally and figuratively. The track that is beloved by Formula 1 fans who, look back at history and wish there was an African race in F1. This is the track that is always brought up as that one track that Africa can have Formula 1 at. And I'm not surprised. It is Africa's biggest hope of hosting a Formula 1 race ever. And I am honestly glad to be coming here. We don't know if this will be just a one-season affair or not, but hey, we're here and let's celebrate it because it's a very, very quick layout. It has a few corners, but most of them are taken flat out. There are a few overtaking opportunities, mainly turn 1 and the final corner, but apart from that, it's all just slipstream battles and trying to avoid contact. Joining me in the commentary booth today will be Jensen, and with all that done, let's get to the grid. Jensen?
Alright, so today, first ever pole position for McLaren and Joseph Murray. He's done extremely well there to beat out the two Benettons of Rodney Rackus and Harry Harehold. Behind him is David Granville, who is not renewing his contract for next season, so he'll be leaving the spot at the end of the season. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Kalmar, Falcon, Van Leer, Lucian, Disterman, Zahin, Tander, Valyak, Gillardini, Agnes, Betted, Vit, Oshi, Sapinen, Stella, Keith, Vit, Verneson, Salsala, Katzenberg, Material, Michael Macker, Radiantor, Flynn, Comedy Per, Aguirre, Tander, Nisbet, Valdinger, Muller, De Jong, Curtis, Effling and D'Ambrosio rounds off the grid.
Yeah, it's an interesting grid because it's so close, and yeah, Joseph Murray on pole position, first ever pole position for McLaren. That is a historical pole for the British driver, and I have to say it's going to be an interesting race because you can see the drivers are very close together. McLaren, Benetton, Williams, McLaren, Williams, they're all in these like packs, especially the Mercedes powered teams, Jordan Sauber, it's all clustered up in there, and it's going to be one hell of a race, I hope so. With all that done, let's get to the track for the two red lights, as you can see on the screen, actually for the race to begin. I am reading team radio. Let's get this done, shall we? Here we are looking at Joseph Murray. The cars are revving up. Two lights are on. And they're off as we go green for the first time ever in South Africa. And it's a very good start from Murray. Rackus tries to get a good launch side by side into turn 1. Harehold, Granville, they're 3 wide behind, 4 wide behind. Oh my god, look at that into turn 1. Kalmar will try and send it. They bang wheels of Harehold as Rackus, Harehold and Murray 3 wide for turn 1, and Murray gets squeezed onto the curb again. It's Harry Harehold, the home hero, into the lead of his home Grand Prix. But Rackus out to the outside. The two Benettons are side by side into sector 2. Let's see, they nearly touched. There was contact there, but Harehold defends his position. Beautiful racing, beautiful defense. Their home hero, the man who is leading the championship. Ignore that little kerfuffle, he's gonna get killed. Let's see if there are any incidents down the field. Nobody has lost any wing, which is very surprising. We'll see a few moves, and we have to terminate this man. I'm sorry. Sorry I have to watch this. I know this is not the best thing, and it's not the best advertisement for the league, but hey, welcome to AI Racing. You have to Okay, he is really tough. He's really tough, I have to say. But it doesn't matter. Lap 1 done. Tander to the inside of Gillardini now. We can see Lucien bogging down to 13th. That's not a good start from the Ferrari driver side by side of Hoshi. To the inside. No. Did not work. As we can see, the Minardi and the Jordan cars still battling together. I'm going to have to crash that car out pretty soon. It's going to cause trouble. Yeah, gonna have to take the safe way out. Just park him up here. Yeah. Oh, no. No, you stop. I'm just gonna park him up. It's on a straight. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, and you know who's not fine? It's Celine Lucien. Okay, it gives me a breather. Sorry for not showing much of the action. Jensen, how would you rate the first lap so far?
I mean, Benetton doing everything everything they would want to have done. Get past the McLaren, who's probably slower than them, and take the lead with a 1-2. That's going to be beneficial in the constructors' battle, sealing that off because they are quite far ahead in the constructors right now. They've got a 71-point gap to Williams, and that start is just going to cement their position in P1, and they're probably going to go on and win it from here. Overall, drivers keeping it very clean, apart from Lucian, as you can see here, running into the back of Hoshi as the wing flies off into the distance. So another repair though for Ferrari there.
Oh, we have a free wide moment. Look at that. It's Keith now being squeezed onto the curbs. And look at Keith. Look at the run. My god. Look at Vit in the background trying to get to the outside of Stella. Stella just squeezes him out. No room for you, sir. As Keith now sends it to the inside of the Polish driver. Tries to force him a bit wide. Didn't work. You can see a few battles up ahead. Van Leer in fourth. Still in the race, surprisingly. Yeah, that is just not... He just does not want to die, guys. I am sorry. I am so sorry, but he just does not want to get crashed out. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to park him up. I'm sorry. He's just gonna have to stay here. If I stay idle for too long, he's gonna retire. Another lap done. Enough of the kerfuffles. It's time to focus on some racing. On board with Goichi Hoshi, who's trying to substitute Michael Velik in a substitution with Agnes. Agnes is ahead. It's a nice little battle we're having. Agnes is going to go and dive it into turn 1. Valek on the outside of his teammate. Valek tries to go for it. He might get Agnes into here, but no, Agnes defends and he gets the move done as Lucien is nearly lapped. If you look at the minimap, that's a worrying sign for Ferrari, but at least they have one driver in the points currently. As Lucien saying that Hoshi was so slow through there, and that's why the Frenchwoman hit into the back as another driver is hitting into the back. That's Granville hitting into the back of Attila Kalmar. Granville without a contract in F1 next season, but I see him going to IndyCar in quite some time. Murray currently with the fastest lap. He's still chasing down Rackers. He's still chasing down Herhold as the two Benettons are fighting together. Rodney, the Finnish menace, trying to get himself into a nice spot in the Drivers' Championship. He goes to the outside of Herhold, gets squeezed out, trying to do a switch but was not able to. He's really pushing his teammate to the limit here. He's pushing his car. Will that be a possible failure? Because Jensen, what do you think? Because this track is mostly flat out. Do you think that will wear the engines out? As here we go, Rackers to the inside of his teammate, side by side, pushes him wide, and Herhold has to give the position. He has to yield it, and it's now a new race leader in form of Rodney Rackers. But going back to you, Jensen.
Yeah, I don't think the Benetton pit wall are going to be wanting to see too much of that today, because if those two take each other out, then that is just going to be disastrous for their Constructors' Championship hopes. Murray will be wanting to try and get past them as they score with each other, because each time they score, they're going to be holding each other up. But it's been clean racing so far between the two of them. I don't see them taking each other out, but engine wear is probably something that the pit wall are going to be reminding them about, telling them to not push the car too hard, because they've still got another 18 laps to go, 19 laps to go, still here. So yeah, I think Benetton will be just casually reminding them that they've got to get to the end here. So probably whole positions, team orders getting involved here.
Yeah, as we saw, Kalmar got passed by Granville. As we can see, the two Jordans, Willem de Sturman, the man who got signed to Williams for next season. That's big for Fabian, as he's very young and he's very promising. Williams aiming for some young talent. Over here, there we go, that's Van Leer, who's just going to pass Murray. Could it be that Johan is back? It is very possible. Let's see, yeah, he just slipstreams in a nice move. Oh, that was clean. Oh, very aggressive cover, but hey, it did work. As he got told to push, and he is breathing heavily, so it is quite hot here. And the drivers are feeling the South African heat. As they show, the pack is starting to bunch up now. Down the order, not many battles. Michael might have a few positions up. No damage to anyone though, it's a very clean race, the 40s in the world of the road, being caught by Lucien lap per lap. That car will just stay parked up there for safety reasons. As here we go, Van Leer and Murray still side by side, they're still battling. Murray gets the upper hand on the Dutchman now, and Van Leer loses the position. Let's see that from the point of view of Joseph Murray. Look at that engine overspeed from the BMW team, that is just insane. Jensen, you spoke to Joseph before the race, because it's his first ever pole position, first ever,
first time leading the pack off the grid. He said he was pretty nervous about it. He said that he wanted to try and keep the Benettons behind as much as possible because he knew that he was going to have a massive wall of cars attacking him straight from the get-go. And obviously, he's not managed to hold position. He's in P3 now. He's under attack from a Ferrari, but obviously, the McLaren car, it shouldn't be up at the front. So I think to be holding P3 is very, very well right now, and he's still keeping up with the Benettons. So I think he can be very happy with his performance so far this race.
Yeah, as we're still going on another lap, Herhold now actually losing time to Rackus. Rackus seems to be pulling away. This might be a tactic made by Benetton for Rackus to maybe overtake Falcon in the Drivers' Championship, as these two are rather close. As now we can see the two Jordan cars, Tanda and the Sturman, battling together. I think Tanda feels like he's faster than his teammate, trying to get through the Flying Dutchman. Really just eating the gearbox of his teammate. That's not appropriate, but he is doing that. That nose is pretty much constantly at the rear of the leading Jordan. As Michael has 10.24, then we can see Katzenberg and Flynn rather close Radian to the Tasman team, leaving F1. Zach Speed, Fundamental, they're also leaving F1, and Ethling is coming in, so that means pit stops are open. The pit window is open, and this is crucial. As Tanda on the radio, unhappy with the Sturman's performance, is saying that, come on guys, I need to pass him. As the Sturman is pitting in this lap, Tanda will go for it into turn 1. Will it be a successful move? He sent it, still side by side, pushes him wide, and it did work. So Tanda only now just got through, but he lost a lot of time. Kalmar coming in, and Herhold is coming in. So Jensen, do you think that the undercut will be, the way to go here?
We're just going to have to see how it plays out, really. The tyres are going to be definitely very worn because they're going through very fast and long corners, so having fresher tyres means more grip, means more time when you come out the pit, so maybe the undercut will be the beneficial strategy, but we're just going to have to wait and see as the race pans out. As you can see on board now with Van Leer, you can see Herhold into the pits. Van Leer now making a move on Murray. Is Murray going to try and defend this place?
Well, he should be.
Towards...
He has the slightly better line. Side by side. Murray goes a bit wide. Still side by side. I think it's going to be Van Leer again into turn 1. Favourite overtaking spot. A lot of cars pitting in this lap. Same with Michael Maher. And yeah, a lot of cars coming in. Herhold is already leaving the pit lane with a decent stop, 4.68, and it's a 50-kilometer slowdown. You're basically a snail in the pit lane, and Kalmar has felt it as Kalmar has dropped behind Stella. The Sturman dropped behind Stella. Stella is the big winner of the pit stop phase in this pack, it seems, as there is a car stopped, and there's a lot of damage. Oh dear, what happened? It's Edgar Effeling, who was lapped. He slows down to let cars through, and
oh,
Ricky Bernison, never change.
And that is 40's contribution to this race.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing the good thing. He was slow. He was visible to Bernison. I don't get what Bernison was doing here. I mean, you really must be like, I don't know, blinded by the sun to not see the car. Yeah, no, clear, visible. Has judged it massively.
Yeah, I don't know what the Forsey could have done there, really. He was as far over as
well. As Matteo hit the back of Salsala, who slowed down suddenly because he saw the debris, so this is not the fault of anyone, this is just reaction to debris,
Yeah.
Yeah, but Vernison not really making a good name for herself.
Oh!
Yeah. Albeit she is a billionaire now, so... That's an
That's
unsafe
very-
rejoin as well. As Rodney
Yeah,
Rack is
very
coming
sketchy rejoin.
in this lap. Van Leer and Murray going for a long run here as Murray now in the slipstream of Van Leer, topping out. That car is redlining, but he's not going to go for the move. He knows he can jump in the pit lane thanks to the trains. As Falcon is in, Rakos is already off 4.50. 3.95 from Falcon, but he gets hauled up by all the cars coming in.
Oh, that is just unlucky
The
for the Williams
fastest
team.
pit stop of the season ruined. Oh my days. And he got jolted by all the people. Oh no. Oh, that is devastating. Lucien being lapped as well now.
Disaster for Williams and Ferrari.
Yeah, I mean, Ferrari are still in the game here. But I mean... Jeez. I mean, yeah, this is how you do blue flags. This is good from Lucien, albeit nearly stopping the car is not ideal. As that is Hoshi.
Oh, no.
Sala. Oh, don't tell me it's happened again. Why did this even happen? Did he suffer a failure? Yeah, he suffered a brain failure again. Jesus Christ.
I think he took out about 2 cars there.
Oh, I hate this game so much. Sala probably with another race ban. Gee, who would have thought? Oh, how can you not love the joys of this game? Gee, I wonder. Oh, thank God I'm about to make that one announcement. Oh, it seems like forever. Yeah, I saw it. It's a race ban. Yeah, and it's Van Leer. Van Leer is going to rejoin right in front of Rack, who's cutting into his line. That was a bit aggressive.
It was very aggressive.
Yeah, it was a bit more than aggressive, but Van Leer. This is his second race ban. Kinda complaining that it is too hot as Van Leer is told to go on strat 1. But you see, one thing though, they did what, around 10 to 11 laps on that compound. The race is 24 laps long. Do you think we will see a 2-stop here? Because if we do, I'll absolutely shoot myself.
Well, just depends on if they're fueled to the end, if they can make those tyres last, because obviously you've just seen there that the Benettons have been split by both.
Hey, wait, Sopanen was the race leader. I didn't even notice that. He didn't pit, he did the long run. This is the battle for the lead. Rackers of the overspeed onto Van Leer. This should be an easy overtaking move, but we know Van Leer, he's aggressive, he will defend. He'll try to do something here to the outside. Yeah, it's not going to work. Albeit he's still going to stay rather close to Rodney Rakus, but the championship leader is 4th, and that is nothing good as Sahir now trying to force himself through Jack Agnes, side by side, to the inside, squeezes the Minardi, they nearly touch, forces him wide, covers him off. Beautiful.
I think we have a message coming through from race control.
Yup. Yeah, you can read it out.
Race ban for Hendrik Salsala. Be aware that there will be a season-long disqualification on the next penalty for this kind of action. This is unacceptable.
Yep.
So yeah, FIA really putting their foot down for those sort of incidents now.
At least this might give Carl Wilhelm an opportunity to get himself classified on the standings, because, you know, last time he did the replacement, he DNF'd. As here we go, Joseph Murray to the inside of Johannes Van Leer side by side. But Van Leer defends. Maybe the Ferrari has a bit more corner exit traction than the McLaren, I don't know, but Murray's going to try it out again.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, Joseph is really throwing everything at him, and here we go, Rakus is getting held up by a lapped car. There's Hot 40's contribution to the race, as you said, because Van Leer is going to do it. As they're going to try to do the double lap, Rakus goes very wide. It is Van Leer into the race lead now, but he's not going to have it easy here. But, oh wait, Rakus couldn't make the move there. He was afraid of spinning on the curb, as it is pretty dusty. He's going to try it into turn 1 again, but he's compromised his run now. He's not going to cover off Van Leer that easily into turn 1. Van Leer will try and defend on the outside. Yes, he does. Will he hold it on the outside? Not really. But this now allows Murray to catch back up. This is phenomenal racing, as you can see Granville and Agneston battling side by side. I actually want to see a rundown of the field now. Gilardini, Kalmar, Stella in 12 battling with the Sturman. The Sturman squeezing out the Italian. Then we have Vitt, Sopper and Keith Falcon. 17th, that strategy killed him. Then we see Michael Maher, Vitt, Katzenberg, Comedy Paul, Bettis in 22nd. Another disastrous strategy call. Flynn as well, same with Aguirre. Then we have Lucien and Nisbet, who had to pit for damage in that pit lane accident. As Rikke Wernersen has been awarded a 15-second time penalty for her squabble. Absolutely understandable. On board with Joseph Murray now. In the slipstream to the inside. Rackers will actually go on to Van Leer now. Trying to defend. They touched. Oh dear. The top 3 is really aggressive here. Very young guns, very aggressive people. Van Leer leaving F1, mind you. After Season 3, going to IndyCar for Apex Racing, as now Rackers to the inside of Van Leer, rides the curb, pushes him wide. And this is the Rodney we all know and love. This is the aggressive man. This is the flying Finn, as now Murray pushes Van Leer wide, nearly off the circuit, side by side, they banked wheels into this little S section here. Van Leer keeps his position, but Murray will be very close to him, trying to set himself up for a good run on the start-finish straight here. With all the slipstream and the BMW power at the back of that McLaren, and he's going to probably fly past the Dutchman. Jensen, what do you think about Van Leer scrapping his contract with Red Bull, giving it to De Jong and leaving F1?
I think he's probably done that out of spite recently. That was just unexpected, to be honest. I thought he would have loved to stay in Formula 1, because obviously, look at this, he's fighting for wins, he's fighting for podiums. He's not had the greatest of seasons, of course. He had the disqualification from Monza, I believe.
Yeah.
But to just walk away from the sport entirely after this season, I don't understand it. I don't think anyone really understands it. So I think we're just going to have to see how he performs in IndyCar. Really, see if he can have more success in America, because you've seen a lot of drivers jump ship from Formula 1 to go to America to try and see if they can be successful in series such as NASCAR, IndyCar. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how Van Leer stacks up against all the American drivers.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fierce competition because the field seems to be very close together. So, I believe IndyCar will really test the skill of drivers, as on the radio Van Leer is asking for even more power. He is really going for it. He seems to finally regained his pace that he was known for in Season 1 and 2. Tander also begging for the power. Second pit window's open. Herhold is coming in. So Sahin. Oh dear, the heavens have opened once again.
Now we're going to have to see, are some people going to be on one-stops here?
I'm pretty much certain about that. Juho Sopanen is definitely one-stopping. He went the longest, and he went half the race distance. He is pretty much the race leader, if nothing goes bad for him. As here we go, on board, Harry Herhold into the pit lane. Please don't bunch up again. I'm really just... Like, every single time I come to the pit lane using Automobilista now, I am just begging for no issues to happen, but like, my beggings are never listened to. And it's a long stop for Herhold, but it's a decent one nonetheless. Not a lot of cars coming in though. I mean, compared to last time out at least. Sahin getting held up. That's not good. Agnes, let go already. Oh, and that's Herhold. Very dangerous rejoin into Ollie Katzenberg. Katzenberg was lucky to have the brakes on his car.
Now that Bennettson's got Comedy Pair in his way, so that might slow him down, and that might make some of the other pit stoppers this lap, the overcutters might jump him again, like you saw the first lot of pit stops.
Yeah, no, that was fine. The camera angle made it look a bit different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a car out of the race. And that's Tamer de Jong. Oh dear.
Oh, what's happened here?
40, mordaj deboli. It's the only thing I can say here. The Ambrosio went wide to let all the cars through, you know, but he had to rejoin at some point. Rejoined into De Jong. I can imagine the young Dutchman will not be happy about that. Yeah, because like, he realizes, uh-oh, blue flags, run off. Uh-oh.
I mean, the rejoin could have been a bit more predictable than just going straight into the pack.
Yeah.
It is the driver's responsibility to rejoin a track in a very predictable, safe manner, and I don't think that was either of those things.
Oh, there we go. There's the Ambrosio.
And it is currently under investigation now.
Yeah, both of them on the radio swearing. Decent stuff for Rakus. Johannes Van Lette and Murray are going for the long runs, and it's 5 laps to go.
So could McLaren be on for their first ever win?
I mean, this would be absolutely historical, and it would be witnessing history as he caught up to the back. Marcus Nisbet lets him through pretty cleanly. Same with Van Leer. The blue flags will really start to pay. What I want to say, there will be a major factor, is what I wanted to say, in the race. Oh, Granville, oi! That was not nice. Look at that.
Yeah, Valdi having to lift there. Makes slight correction to. Well, I think there was contact, but
there was contact.
Trying to avoid an airborne collision there.
This could have ended like Mark Webber in Valencia 2010.
Yeah.
It might be a warning for Granville for, you know, spatial awareness and stuff, but here we go. Murray now on the back of Igor Witt, as he also got quite destroyed by his race strategy. As he's coming in this lap, same with Van Leer.
So could it be the Arrows driver who went very, very long?
Yeah, he is. Juho Soppanen recently lost his point streak. Might be on a historical win for Arrows. He's not coming in. It's all possible. Tanda gets a poor stop, but it doesn't matter. He's still going to gain loads. Comedy put also in his strategy. 23 positions up currently. This is insane.
Yeah, that's a brilliant drive from him.
Valdigan 9th currently, Material 10th. Oh, mind you, some of these have not pitted yet, but still, this is what this pit lane gives you. It gives you the unpredictability of a strategy that we all know and love. Here we go, Murray is in and Van Leer is in. Juho Soppanen, all eyes on him now, as he is doing his best as Betty ominously on the radio saying that God forgive me what I'm about to do. Asking if it was Van Leer who was passing him, saying watch this, but yeah, nothing really happened as the Ambrosio got given a 10-second time penalty and Van Leer has passed Murray in the pit lane, but again we'll be very close to get a stop on, and it's coming in this lap, so it's not going to be a one stop from him. Rakus has gained loads. Oh my god.
So the Benettons now have undercut both Van Leer and Murray.
Yeah, they absolutely, they strategically destroyed Van Leer and Murray. Because it looked like the first pit stop window they were done, but no.
So now we've got 3 laps of hard racing to the end, see who's going to come out on top here, and I'd put your money on it being one of the Benettons now.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gap. Rakus has pretty much won it. I don't see Herhold catching him up anytime soon, albeit Murray might still have a shot at getting Van Leer here, as Van Leer is trying to get his first podium of the season. Yeah, I already confirmed that the Ambrosio got a 10-second time penalty or death.
Yeah, he did see all.
Sorry for that.
And Granville has been given a reprimand, a warning for their unsafe rejoin from the pit lane. So, start behaving.
I mean, that's something understandable. Soppanen will rejoin in 9th, but this is still a very good position. There we go. Sturman, Keith, Kalmar, not the best. Same with Falcon. Falcon is going to lose loads of points here. As here we go, the Sturman to the inside of Giuseppe Stella. Stella going to Ferrari next season. The Sturman going to Williams. This is big for both of them. as as I said, Murray is catching up to Van Laer, but I don't think it will be enough as they entered the final lap now. Will Murray be able to do it? There is a few lapped cars in front. The hope is still that Shabo Miller is out of the race.
Yeah, Murray's going to have to put in a qualifying lap performance. He's going to have to put in what he did for his pole lap to try and catch up to Van Laer now. See what happens to his fun medal.
It's been a few laps ago. Oh, it was just a gearbox. Rip.
Yeah, I think it's just been called in. And he is out, so, yep.
Driver's eye now with the man who's already made a bit of history this season. He is gaining on Van Laer, he's gaining loads. It might be no podium for Johannes Van Laer. As we just saw Gerhard Laber, there he is, Rodney Rackus. He is back on pace, he is back on top as he goes through the final corner. He's going to blast down. Murray is very close to Van Laer, we're going to have to see what happens there, but there we go, Rodney Rackus, Kitos Rodney, he will win the South African Grand Prix. What a drive, and the team surely will be thankful for that, as it's another Benetton 1 or 2. The home man comes home in second, and who's it going to be? Will it be Murray? Will it be Murray on the line? No! Van Laer gets third. Van Laer is back on podium, Murray in fourth, Tander in fifth, and another amazing drive by the New Zealand. Then we have Grandva followed by Agnes, Ginardini, Minardi doing very well here. Soppanen in ninth, Van Laer in 10th, Stella in 11th after Bloomshine left the sport. This is a good result for the Ligier team, as we're going to see the Sturman battling out with his future employers, but Falcon just flies past him. There's no fight there. There you go, they settled it down. Comedy Paul will score a singular point for the maiden German, aka MiG F1 team. Then we see Witt on debut in 17th. That's pretty decent, considering he's never turned a single lap in F1, apart from testing. Then we see Michael Maher Bettis in 19th. Then we have Katzenberg, Matthieu Verlinger, Wernersen, which will drop down significantly. Radianto, Tander, Flynn, Lucien, Sahin, Aguirre, Witt, Curtis, who has already came into the pit lane. I don't think that was... Yeah, he's already finished his race. Then we have Nisbet, and that would be it. There is your race winner coming into the pit lane. Fastest lap goes to Murray, so another good result for McLaren, as they are probably going to take the lead over from... they're going to take the spot above from Minardi in the Constructors, but I'm not sure about that one yet. But yeah, driver of the day, Jensen?
I'd say... where did Comedy Per finish? He had at one point was like 23 positions up. That was a very good drive from him. But you have to think, Benetton have just stolen the show. They got past Murray straight away off the line. Pretty much dominated this race. I know it looked shaky past the first pit window. Rodney Rackus, of course, taking his third win in MMS. So yeah, there's just too many people to factor in to this race. I think we might have to just give it to one of the 40 drivers for shaking it up a bit.
Yeah, it was very nice to see. Oh man, the championship is going to spice up now, because the Benetton drivers are going to be in a nice battle, and Joseph Murray still gaining a few points here and there. He's still showing that he has it. I am absolutely pumped to see where this season will go. This is looking really, really good now. Oh wow, next race is the Japanese Grand Prix, the race where we will see quite a few upgrades being made by the teams, engine-wise especially. Yeah, also we will have a few announcements to make really soon, so be sure to tune into that, because, well, it is quite crucial. I already said in an article that changes are possible, but we're going to have to go a bit more in depth on that very, very soon. So anyways, lads, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming to the South Africa Grand Prix. See you next time out in Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. That's been it from me. And this has been everything from Jensen and the staff team. Be sure to be safe on roads about your seatbelt, and bye-bye.